Today you're going to memorize Ecclesiastes 3:22, and towards the end there will be a little bonus. I think is a treat, at least for folks about my age. So welcome. I'm Dave of Dave and Jen Ignite, and this is round 14, week 7. Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. Let's say it again. Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. This is a new memory verse for me, so I'm with you. I'm learning this and kind of struggling at times to get the theme and what's going on here. But our theme this week is work. So it fits in perfectly. Let's say it again, Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. Now I have that verse written out in front of me. I just want to let you know that. Began working on it a few days ago. And so I just say that again to encourage you. Hey, it takes a while sometimes. Some of these verses, it's just a struggle to get the theme or to get the words in order. Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. This verse in particular, of the verses we've been memorizing, is very important to get it within the context. And not just the context of the chapter, but the context of the book. We'll talk about the context of the chapter later. But the context of the book. It's 12 pages long. Now I know many of you are working on reading a proverb a day, but you've been doing that for a while. You're bringing that proverb that matches with the day of the month. I encourage you this week, find a 20-minute time slot. You don't find time very often, you have to make it. So make a 20-minute time slot where you can read all 12 pages that make up the book of Ecclesiastes. It's about 12 pages long, so you can do that in 20 minutes. Just read the whole thing and make sure and read the last 5 verses. It's extremely crucial that you do that to get the context here. See if you can do that. Set aside that 20 minutes this week. I know it's hard, it's a challenge. You can do it. Ecclesiastes 3:22 says this. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. I want to know, how do you review? We've mentioned this in previous videos. How do you review these verses? Because if you're like me, especially if they're new, it's not easy to just keep them fresh and bring them back up. So I want to encourage you. I'll put a link above here that has a playlist for all of the verses that are being memorized for those of you who are in Fight Club, round 14. All of the verses that are being memorized for this round. So just at the end of this video, it should be up on the screen as well. Click that. And I was driving this week and I thought, I don't remember the references or some of the verses. I just played the playlist, actually 3 times. I want to encourage you to do the same. It's about getting this into our hearts. Let's read it again, Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. Let me give you the context of the chapter now, that promise I made earlier about something special or a treat, something fun. As I was checking out the context, I began reading chapter 3. And immediately I started singing a song. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven. Now, just like my artistic abilities, I'm not in the class of singers as my wife or some others, but it does highlight a great way to memorize scriptures, music. And so I'm going to link a couple of memory verses that we have done, Jen in particular, through song, because it sticks. This week, one more time, Ecclesiastes 3:22. So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 3:22. If you're finding value, I would ask, please click that thumbs up like button, subscribe to the channel, and get your notifications set up so that ring that notification bell so you can be reminded or notified when a new video comes out with a new verse or other videos as well. I hope you're enjoying this. I do hope it's of value. I hope it's helping to get the Word of God into our hearts. That's what we want. Until we meet again, with all my heart, I say to you, God bless you.